Capricorn, how you doing? So I'm going to bump straight into you like a bumper or a fender bender, or you're dealing with Cancerian or a life path 7, or you've having some kind of work done on your car where there may have been a dent or a bump, or if it hasn't happened, it might happen because of what your first channel message before I do your tarot, Capricorn, was about. I'm going to bump straight into you around a bumper, okay, like a bumper sticker or something to do with around your car. Now, if it isn't, it could just be a life path 7 Cancerian. But at the moment, the message is around, I'm going to bump straight into you. Okay, so I'm going to go straight into it. So I don't know what this is around a car that you may have been, like you may have some work doing. Just be very careful around driving, because I can't seem to get away from that message around, I'm going to bump straight into you. Okay, now if that isn't anything to do with around car mechanics, or Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, if it isn't anything to do around car mechanics, then you might just bump straight into someone from your past, and I'm just going to bump straight into you. Okay, now I don't know if you work or your partner does, or if there's a third party, but is there someone's birthday? So it'd be Leo. So I'm hearing a party, and at a birthday party, I'm going to bump straight into you. Now, I don't know if you work around anybody and they just bump into you and they just kind of like nudge and they bump people. But I'm also like Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. So I don't know if there's a trip and a journey of like a fall card and there's distance, okay, and you might bump into someone when you're there. If you're traveling somewhere, I'm hearing I'm just going to bump straight into you, okay. So I don't know if this is when you're out, okay, and you're out and about and you just bump straight into someone on the street, or the streets dry your eyes, mate, a mate. Okay, so you might just bump into a friend. I don't know what that's for. Bump into a friend? I don't know. I'm going to stop channeling because all I can pick up is bump and travel, the fall, and bump into you. I'm hoping to just bump straight into you. It's kind of like someone might just be going out on the street, okay, looking to bump straight into a partner, okay. I'm hoping to bump into you when I get there. So it's kind of like that, like I'm like traveling somewhere or whatever it is, and when I get there, I'm hoping that I'm just going to bump into you, like in the middle of the street. So it might be where a lot of you are say like you really, really want to see someone, and on the off chance, you're just like, when you get there, you're thinking that you might bump into somebody, okay. So, like, if you're metaphysically connected or something like that and you're not speaking to anyone, you might go out into the street just on the off chance of hoping to bump into this person. Now, we're in Justice around a Libra. So, Justin, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, Jackie's son. And I'm hoping to bump into you on the street. Very strange message, I know, Capricorn. But that's what I've got. And if it isn't, it's the name's Scott or someone from Scotland or up north. So there might be like Manchester, Leeds. This came out in the last reading that I did for Aquarius. So it could be Aquarian or Leo because we do in numerology. If you're watching as a Capricorn, you can watch it as a Life Path 6 or a Gemini. Okay? Because we read from the top of the card. I'll tell you about that later because I'm sick to death of going over that. So you really could be dealing with a Libra for a lot of you here, Capricorn, Libra. Okay? And I'm going to bump into my boss, is what I'm hearing for a lot of you. Like, you might be becoming your own boss, or you are your own boss. Okay, so you run your own company and run your own business. Okay, it could be very sufficient. It could be around a Pisces. But I definitely keep hearing, like, I'm going to bump into you. Is there someone that does, like, taxi driving or things around car mechanics or selling loads of different products of cars? Okay, and bumpers and scrap material and material girl, Madonna, material, looking for some material, some new material. Someone's looking for new comedy material or looking for something new, and I'm looking for new material. Because I keep picking up like fabric. That might be XL, Fabric XL, if you're doing something around like music, mixing, mastering like I do for Angel Radio. But like there's, for the MPC Akaya, they have a load of new VST plugins, and one of them is actually called Fabric XL. So you might actually be looking for some new VSTs, some new music, if you're into music and arts and all that sort of stuff, and looking for new material, or you're basically looking for something new to do to make things more exciting. Okay, because I need some new material, so I need to buy some new stuff. Let's see. So that's if you own your own business and company and you sell it. It's like, I'm looking for some new material in order to design t-shirts, stuff like that, so on and so forth, products, whatever it is that you're selling. It's kind of like, I need new material. Okay. Capricorn. Sorry, I'm really sweating, man. It's so hot in the UK at the moment. So for a lot of you, it's to do with around children. You could well be in a relationship here and it's the person that you're talking to. Doesn't have to be a Libra. Okay, but Libra is definitely here. More than likely with children. With a person called Lee, is what I'm hearing. Lee, Leanne, Lucy, Lucifer, Laura, Linda, and Belinda. Bella, is that you, Belinda? Let's see, Capricorn, what they got coming up through August. 7 of Wands. So when you get here, you might as well piss off because you're not welcome. If your name's not down, you're not coming in. So, I don't know, man. Everybody's been having a rough time of these readings I've been doing just lately. Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer. Like guarded, protected. If your name's not down, you're not coming in or you're not invited. So it might be something around a birthday party, because I am picking up like you're not invited or the uninvited. So everybody else is coming except you. So what that is, I don't know. Or alchemy. Also hearing the name Natalie. But it's kind of like trying to talk to a brick wall. You're not paying any attention to me. Why? I keep trying to talk to you. Why are you not listening? Why are you not paying any attention? And then I'm hearing, well, why don't you piss off and find someone else? So I don't know what that is, Capricorn, or who's saying that, but that's what I'm hearing. Why don't you just go away? I'm hearing, why don't you go away together? Some of you might actually be travelling somewhere, or this person is. Why don't we just get away for a little while? Why am I picking up like Scooby-Doo van? Like, oh no, it's not, it's old man Smithers. I can't believe you got away with that. Right, I didn't realise. I can't believe you got away with that. Just by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Billy, goat or gruff? Billy, goat? A goat? This came up in another reading where it's to do around a goat. Well, that is actually a Capricorn. But a goat or a lamb or like a... no, what was it I said? A goat or a lamb? Like, I don't know what that is. Are you eating lamb or the Lamb's Hotel or something? Or Elam, the name Eli or Elam? Mark? Capricorn for August. The Tower, you've got 2 sevens. What on earth is that? Someone could be metaphysically connected here to a person they're not speaking to. There is there, but it's kind of like by the time it gets there, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. I'm going to have to turn it down. Okay, I'm not interested in. So it might be where some of you are holding out for a hero. Like, you've got someone on mind, but the person you've got in mind isn't accepting offers. Because I'm hearing, I'm sorry, but I'm not accepting any more offers at the moment. So ask away, but the answer's no. If your name's not down, you're not coming in. It's kind of like the uninvited, like you're not invited to my birthday or you're not invited here. I don't know what that is. It's a bit like Justice is got like a gathering of people. And it's kind of like I say who's here and I say this and I say like who's invited and I'm writing the things down and I'm the one that says this and you can come but you can't. So is it like a birthday or is it like someone accepting a load of clients or whatever it is? Because these can be clients, okay? And it can be like, okay, you're a part of this, you're a part of it. Okay, you can come, but you can't come, and we don't want you here. Or it's kind of like, no, you can come now, and it's like, oh, it's too late now, fuck that, I'm not even bothered, I'm not even interested. It's like, well, I'm just trying to reach out and say to you that I'm sorry. And you're like, well, you can be sorry, but sorry is the, sorry seems to be the hardest word. So it's kind of like word for word. Whoopi Goldberg? Whoopi? I don't know why I'm hearing that, but again... Right, unless it's an old fart, I don't know. But like, sorry seems to be the hardest word to say. You might as well not even bother because I'm not even interested.
I don't know that one.
See, even Alexa says. So, or Cynthia, or Sarah, Steve, Sassy, Sandra, Cassandra. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. You can say it if you want, but I don't believe you. Capricorn. For August. Augustine, Augusta. So someone could be with a Leo or an Aquarius. Oh man, if you come up with the Aquarian reading, man, that was all over the place, and it's pretty much like this one, really. You got Leo or Aquarius, 8. Somebody's with a person here, but they're slightly temperamental. They're standing on eggshells, meaning that it's fine and everything's good. There's just a slight rocky something here about, like, I'm protective now. I'm trying to protect myself from something that could go on. Let's see. Capricorn. 4 of Pentacles. What on earth? Is it getting mixed up again around sort of like paradox numbers of people within the same element? You've got Scorpio, Aries. You've got blocking, but talking. Talking, what's fair is fair. Like trying to discuss something about money or tax. Okay, tax. This could be a tax return, because this can also be the tax office. And this can also be money that's saved. So hopefully, Steve, being a Gemini moon, so you come up in a Capricorn reading, you might be getting a tax rebate, because this is stuff that you can put in the bank and in the, like, banking account, banking on some money. Okay. Equivalently, I don't know if you guys know, but I have Capricorn in the 2nd house. That's a fucking very difficult one, that is. Having Capricorn in the 2nd house. Yeah, because that's all to do with, like, money and stuff like that, so I can be very judgmental. I don't know what this means, because there's a hell of a lot of blocking, but I feel as if there's a love life here. Like, I do feel as if there is something here, like there is something that's going on with someone. But there's 3 cards of blocking, and there's 4 cards of getting on well. So it could be the fact that somebody is getting on really well, and it relates to the numbers of, like, say, Gemini, Capricorn, and from those readings, 2 people are getting on, and then there's a metaphysical connection that's connected here that tries to reach out but can't to someone. And they're not accepting any more passengers, right? We're not inviting any more people along with us. Like, it's kind of like that there's only a few that are accepted. I don't know why I keep coming up with that. It's kind of like I'm opening something up, right? I'm opening up the gates, okay, the floodgates, or I'm opening them up, but there's only a few that are allowed in, and then I'm closing it again, okay? So it's like, okay, I'm going to open up a shop, but there's only a certain few that are allowed, and then I'm going to close it. So it's kind of like we're only accepting a few. A few good men? I'm only accepting the best men. What on earth is that? Someone here has too much of a... they're looking for perfection. Like perfection. Like a perfectionist, man. It sounds like me with Capricorn in the 2nd house. But like, that is very, like, perfectionist. But like, I'm picking up this is around a love life of a person that raises the bar, and I'm only accepting of, like, really attractive people, and that's it. Like, I'm not looking for, it's either like quality or quantity, or I'm looking for quantity but not quality, or I'm only looking for quality about how you look but not how you are inside. And it's like that. It's kind of like I'm only accepting of, like, really good looking men, or I'm only accepting of someone that's, like, really nice. But, you know, I don't know what this is about looks. Something here is about pride, about my look. Like, I'm only accepting, like, men that... Why do I keep hearing that? I'm sorry if this isn't you guys, but I keep picking it up. Like, you're not good enough for me, or I'm not good enough for you. Something like that. Like... I don't know, somebody here, Capricorn, right, I'm sorry to say this, but it keeps coming up and I'm trying not to say it. Somebody keeps pushing people away from them. Like, because this can be flirting and teasing, right? And I flirt and I tease. Like Libra can be very flirtatious. 2s, Libras can be very flirtatious, right? They can. And I'm flirting, and I'm sending you messages, but now and again. And then when I've got you interested, I close down. And it feels like that. Like, I'm opening up, and then I'm getting you interested, and then the moment you are, like, oh no. It's like, what on earth give you that sign, the fact that I was interested in you in a love relationship? And it's kind of like, well, I thought you was, because you're speaking to me. Yeah, as a friend, that's all. Right? So it might be that. I mean, it doesn't have to be like someone that's only looking, like I said, when you go out dating or whatever it is, you look for a certain energy here. But I keep picking up like, well, I'm just flirting with you, I'm just speaking, and it's kind of like, yeah, well, you give me the wrong impression. I actually thought the fact that, you know, you wanted more than what, you know, I was thinking, well, hey, let's fucking, you know, let's get it on. Like Donkey Kong, and you're like, well, no, that's not what I was expecting. You're like, well, you can fuck off. Like, you know, you can't touch this, MC Hammer. So I don't know if someone is flirting a lot around someone, and then when they've got their attention, they just basically fob them off and say, no, no. But it might be someone that you know. Like I said, it might be someone that you don't want to be with. But whichever way it is, it's kind of like, look, I'm trying to talk to you. Like Libra, I keep trying to talk to you, and you're like, oh no, I'm not fucking interested. I'm sorry, but go away. Right? And then you've got like this person that's like, oh, but you're my twin flame. Like, I feel stuff. Like, I'm an empath. And I feel like very energetically horny and God knows what else. And like, you turn me on and I really want to be around you. And like, you gravitate to me like flies on shit. Like, and I really want to be around you and I really want to be with you. And you're kind of like, well, maybe Tyrone, but I don't know. It's kind of there. There it is. And, fuck no, it's gone. Right? Like, it doesn't make no sense. I mean, is it the none? I don't know. Sense that makes none. It's kind of like, okay, like fish bait or cat catfishing. Okay, like, okay, I'm casting a rod out. This did actually come up in one of the other readings about fishing, but actual fishing. Okay, so it could be catfishing, but like, okay, I'm throwing a line out there. There it is. Okay, there's the offer. And have I got it? Oh, fuck, it slipped out the net. I haven't got it. Right, so, okay, so some of you might be hoping that you might have a job or get a job, okay, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just going to put my CV in, I'm just going to put the offer in, okay, and I think I'm going to get it, and then all of a sudden when I think I have, I haven't. Or when I think that I stand a chance, I don't. And it's kind of like that. I don't know what this offer is, but it seems to be both. Accepted and turned down at the same time. So I don't know. Is someone got multiple options and they're turning one down but turning the other one on? Because it feels like, okay, I'm going to put an offer in, there it is, take it or leave it. No. Okay, well, I still want an offer. Well, I told you no. But then I'm holding on to someone that I've already got. So, like I said, you could be looking at a third energy around here. And then some of this might be like work related, like I'm going to make you an offer that you can't refuse. And it's kind of like where it might be accepted. It just has to go through this first, has to go through change. It might be exchanging hands, like business related stuff, like because I'm like coming off Patron very soon probably, and I'm opening up my own web store and website, okay, that I will tell you guys about. But it's kind of like this, building up a company and building up a business and then exchanging hands and having to go through this, okay, which is where I have to stop something and then open something, like stop a business and then open one, okay. So it could be that, it could be business related. I have to stop a business to open a business. I have to concentrate on one business and not two. But it might be money related. It might be where you're making moves financially and you decide to close something down and then open something up. Because there's a hell of a lot of signs of closed and open here. So I don't know if you're opening up another business or you're opening up a shop and then one is closing down as another one opens. or you're working for a company and the company closes and then you try to find another job to get into to secure your future. Because it is a hell of a lot of open, closed books, a lot of stones unturned, a lot of stuff that you're unaware of until. So it's kind of like, well, I don't get to know or get to the go-ahead until this person agrees to speak. And then when they do speak, we have to go through this Seven of Wands and this Tower of starting something fresh, starting over. Now, that could be business, it could be a channel, it could be whatever it is, okay? And then it could be like, it could be an offer that's put in, say, from a partner. And I, like, but then why do you get blocked here? I think it's probably about money-related stuff, if I'm honest, Capricorn. Anyway, we will find out what that is. Steve is sweating like a... God, it is so hot in the UK at the moment. We reached 40 yesterday. 40 degrees, 42 I think it got up to. 40 degrees around. Anyway, this will go over to both tiers. The first tier, which is like $3 or $4 for you get 2 monthlies within that monthly tier. The other tier is the full access bundle where weeklies and monthlies go. This is a monthly, so it goes to both tiers. Through the weeklies and monthlies, you've got access to obviously all of the weeklies, all of the monthlies. And then I've got the teaching tier where I'm doing loads of stuff over on the teaching stuff. There's so much to go through over there, and it's constant about reading tarot cards, reading people, loads of different stuff, channeling and whatnot. But I am also, hopefully, I have a meeting tomorrow, and I'm opening up a website, okay, and I should be able to do loads more there because everybody's getting mixed up with wanting the teaching stuff and that, and then when I'm on Patron, I can't change the price rates. I can't do anything, really, and everybody's getting mixed up saying, well, I want the... When I'm over on this new website, I can offer you it all in one package and change the prices whenever I want. So, and then I can offer you deals, and I can do pay-per-view, like one reading instead of all of them, or join a prescription, and loads of stuff, okay? So if you are interested, that will be coming up soon, but if you want these readings, it is over on Patreon, okay, and it very much supports me as a channel, okay? Yeah, anyway, so thanks very much. You can find all links provided below for the teaching and also tarot, and I will see you next time, if not.